Us now is our friend, Congressman Louie Gohmert, Republican, Texas. Hello, sir.
Hey, Steve. Great to talk to you again.
Well, first, thank you. You too. At first, let me ask you about what Chris Christie did today. Chris Christie, a rhino in my, and I live in that state, and I supported him big time, and I've been severely disappointed with him, and today takes the cake. He had a chance to appoint a Republican senator, as any governor would do, appoint a man to his own party, and put him there until November of 2014. Instead, he decided that the people of New Jersey must have an elected senator in place of Senator Lautenberg, who passed away, and therefore there will be a special election in October of this year, primaries in August of this year, and in next week he'll name a temporary, very temporary replacement, who I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Democrat. So how do you feel about what Christie did, and are you surprised?
Well, not really. I mean, you think about it. If he had just up and appointed a Republican replacement, as he's authorized to do you think the bromance would continue? Do you think the president would come let him win little toys for him and stuffed animals down at the fair? I mean, good grief. You're asking too much. It's just too much to not want to have that kind of bromance continue.
I mean, I don't see how he thinks. I guess that people are saying his main concern is not offending anybody in New Jersey and getting reelected in November. He's in no danger of losing in November. How on earth does he think he's going to win a Republican nomination for president?
Is he going to run for president?
Oh, of course. Even before this, how could he win the nomination? But now, I mean, he's denying the Republicans another body, such an important thing in their fight to take the Senate, and he doesn't care.
Yeah, well, again, we're known by our friends. I think Machiavelli pointed that out, and so you think he would ever get another hug out on the beach from the president if he were to do that? I don't know, Steve. I think you're being kind of harsh on him.
All right, let's move on. Now take your tongue firmly out of your cheek. We just got off the phone with John Eastman, the chairman of the National Organization for Marriage, who testified today at the congressional hearings on the IRS, and he was the blockbuster testimony. He said that he has proof, and he told us exactly what that proof is, of a felony being committed by the IRS in that they leaked purposely, he says, Mitt Romney's donor information to that organization, gave it to the Human Rights Campaign. They posted it, and based on that posting, they were able to peel away the layers, and their computer expert found that it was an IRS document that was obtained by the Human Rights Campaign, and they're looking for the Congress to subpoena people and find out what happened while they pursue a lawsuit.
As well, we should be getting to the bottom of that. But, I mean, when you set up something this abusive, something that's this capable of being manipulated and abused and being so powerful that they can destroy individuals, they can destroy companies, they can destroy nonprofit groups, then at some point you're going to have happen exactly what we've got now. And so, I am encouraged that maybe we got a shot to completely reform our tax system, something Republicans have been promising for many years. I mean, we ran on it as Republicans in 2004, ran on it again, in 2010, that we're going to reform this process. And I remember how brokenhearted I was in January of 2006 when the Republican leadership, our newly elected majority leader, John Boehner, and our speaker, a great guy, Dennis Hastert, announced we got a new strategy for this year. We know we were planning on doing big tax reform. We were going to do Social Security reform and all. But there's a chance we might lose a majority in November, so we're just going to try to get through this year and not ruffle feathers. And then in January of 2007, we'll come back and do all the stuff like tax reform. Anyway,
never happened, right?
No, I was so brokenhearted that we weren't going to try to live up to our promises, and said so back at our conference then. But anyway, now maybe we've got a chance to actually fix it, because as long as there is an entity a government entity that can put you out of business, that has the power to demand who you voted for, what your prayers to what you believe is God say, all these kind of questions. Who are your friends? Where have you been? Who have you spoken to? You have an entity with the power to do that. It is going to be abused, and our liberal friends better get on board and help us have a totally revamping of this tax system, because if they don't, then they are giving this system their stamp of approval, and it's been abused now, and you can expect it sometime in the future. Hopefully there'll be a conservative that gets elected president, and they will have, by their complicity, if they do not let us completely revamp the tax system, they can be expecting a group to visit them. Well, who have you not prayed to, or who have you been associating with? They have got to help us, or they're going to be in trouble down the road.
Congressman, I appreciate your time as always, sir. We'll speak to you again. Take care, my friend.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Bye-bye.